Hello students, welcome to the video of manufacturing industries. In this chapter, we will know about what does manufacturing mean. So let us see. Manufacturing means production of goods in large quantities after processing raw materials to more valuable products. For example, paper from wood, sugar from sugarcane. As you can see some pictures of the industries, smoke emitting from chimneys, the big boilers, the pipelines. So, why do we need manufacturing industries? First of all, manufacturing industries help in modernizing agriculture as it provides jobs in secondary and tertiary sector. So, it gives strength to the economy. That is why they are called the backbone of our economy. They also reduce the dependence of people on agriculture, provides jobs, export of manufacturing goods bring foreign currencies, and it also eradicates poverty and unemployment. Countries that transform their raw materials into a wide variety of furnished goods of higher value are prosperous. So that is why they are called the backbone of economy. Now we'll see location of industries. What factors are required to set up an industry? First of all, they are divided or classified in geographical factors and non-geographical factors. Geographical factors: availability of raw materials, availability of water, good climate. Non-geographical factors: availability of electricity, cheap and skilled labor, transport and communication facilities, market, capital investment, suitable government policies. So you can see the requirements here to set up an industry. Now we'll see the classification of industry on the basis of raw materials, main role, capital investment, ownership, bulk, and weight of raw material and finished goods. So, on the basis of source of raw material, industries are divided in agro-based and mineral-based. Agro-based industries are those which require raw material which we get from agriculture as cotton, wool, jute, silk, textile, rubber, and sugar, tea, coffee, etc. Whereas mineral-based industries we get raw material from the minerals which are excavated or dug out as iron and steel, cement, aluminium, machine tools, etc. Here we see according to their main role. They are classified on the basis of basic industry and consumer industries. Basic industries supply their products of raw materials to manufacture other goods, for example, iron and steel and copper smelting, aluminium smelting. Whereas consumer industries produce goods for direct use by consumers, sugar, toothpaste, paper, fans, etc. Now, on the basis of capital investment, small scale industries and large scale industry. Small scale industries are those which require less capital as less than 1 crore, and it is known as small scale industry. For example, the Khandasari, Gur, these are all made in a small budget at home only. Whereas large scale industries, the investment is more than 1 crore, then it is known as large scale industry. Labors are more and as cotton textile, iron and steel. Then we come on the basis of ownership. They are classified in four sectors: public, private, joint, and cooperative. So, public sector owned and operated by government agencies as BHEL, SAIL. What is the full form of BHEL? Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. Private sectors owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals, as example Tisco, Bajaj Auto Limited, Dabur Industries. Now we come to see, we'll see joint sector, the industries which are jointly run by the state and individuals or a group of individuals, as Oil India Limited is jointly owned by public and private sector. So they are come under joint sector. Now we'll see cooperative. Industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw material, workers or both. They pull in the resource and share all the profits or loss proportionately. For example, sugar industry in Maharashtra, the coir industry in Kerala. Amul is the largest cooperative in our country. Now we'll see based on the bulk and weight of raw material. So based on the bulk and weight of raw material, the industries are classified as heavy industry and light industry. Heavy industries use heavy and bulky raw materials and produce heavy materials, Example, iron and steel industry. Light industries, they use light raw material and produce light material as electric fans, watches, sewing machines, etc. So here we see agro-based industries, the pictures. So under agro-based industry, we see cotton textile. The first cotton textile mill was set up in Mumbai in 1854. The cotton textile is mainly located in Maharashtra, Gujarat because availability of raw material as cotton is more in these areas. Good transport facility including port facilities is also necessary. Availability of labor, good moist climate, and the main exports which this state do are USA, UK, France, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and European countries. Cotton textile is produced by three methods in India: handloom, power loom, and mills. Cotton textile industry involves ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, designing, tailoring, packaging to produce ready-made garments. Now there are many challenges to such industry. What are the challenges? First of all, scarcity of good quality cotton. Main cotton growing area went to Pakistan after the division of our country. After the independence, India was divided in India and Pakistan. So most of the cotton growing areas went to Pakistan. Even the machines are all old types. Erratic power supply. We don't have constant power supply. The output of the labor is not very good. It is low. So tough competition from synthetic fiber. So synthetic fibers are cheaper than the cotton. So people expect more, use more the synthetic fiber. Here you can see some industries, pictures of industries, cotton industries, cotton textile as spinning is going on. So cotton textile mills in India are mainly found in this area. You can see they are mainly concentrated in central and western part of India, and some eastern part is also there, Murshidabad, Howrah, Hooghly, then Gujarat and Rajasthan, and some part of Madhya Pradesh, they are concentrated. So that's all in this video. We'll see the continue in the next part. Thank you, children.